Welcome to The Real Reveal, a series where our team shares how we are building a company rooted in passion, integrity, and excellence. From transformation strategy to geospatial analysis and advanced analytics, these are the tools, stories, and people behind the solutions Reveal delivers every day. In this episode, we hear from executive leaders Avinash Varma and Shen Peng. Listen to this deep dive into how Reveal supports government clients in implementing transformative strategies, from integrating modern technologies and updating legacy systems to designing interactive user experiences, driving efficiency, scalability, and better outcomes.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, to start with, we'll talk a little bit about Reveal's vision and mission. Tell us about Reveal's mission and vision from your perspectives, and what's your why in the work that we do here. Avinash?
Reveal's vision is fairly simple, right? We want to build a company that's rooted in passion, that has integrity, and basically delivers service excellence. So essentially, passion, integrity, and excellence is our vision. Mission actually flows from our client's mission, right? But simply put, again, we are a very talented company, a lot of talent, and we want to make sure that we use our talent to solve the client's most pressing challenges. So we try to keep both vision and mission fairly simple, straightforward. It should resonate intellectually as well as emotionally.
Great. And your why for the work we do here.
So I joined Reveal about almost at the day 8 years ago, and I like the energy. When I joined, I'll be honest with you, there were just about half a dozen or maybe 8, 10 people. So the early ones, and the why was essentially we wanted to build innovative solutions from the ground up, right? So it was an exciting challenge for us, and the why kind of evolved itself over time. As we found more challenges, the why kind of revealed itself, so to speak, right? And we found motivation just to say, hey, there's a better way of solving this problem. Or there's a more innovative way, or there's a technology out there that we haven't thought of. Why don't we apply it? And that's the reason I think that has um, sustained my interest in the company, and that's why I'm still here.
Wonderful, wonderful. Shen, the same question to you about your why at Reveal.
I think my experience is really interesting because I joined the company at really early stage, similar to Avinash, and I was an entry-level staff accountant. But after 6 months, somehow Avinash and other leaders trust me and give me a little bit more task. And I start getting into operations, other areas. I didn't study anything when I was in college, anything. But I appreciate all this opportunity, and I get a chance to learn all other things and eventually find more potential about myself. And all these challenges, all these opportunities are what I'm looking for, and that's why I'm still here.
That's a great segue into our next question, really around challenges and opportunities. So from your perspective, what are some of the biggest challenges and biggest opportunities that not only Reveal, but our clients are seeing right now?
I focus more on the reviews, the peoples, the talent. I think the challenge, some of the challenge we have now is definitely how to build a better platforms for our talent. Because I have amazing experience and with review at the really early stage, I always want to replicate the same experience for others. So while we're growing and trying to build more platforms, enhance all the tools, everything for our talent, and how to replicate that same experience with our growth and still maintain that culture, that's the challenges I'm facing now. And I want to make sure we can find good solutions for that.
Right, managing a company of maybe a handful of folks to managing somebody that's 100 plus, it's got to be a different challenge altogether.
Yeah, of course.
Avinash, what about you, your experiences and challenges?
So just to add to what Shen was saying, I think we have graduated from our 8-day program from a small company. We are still a small company, but now we have a chance to play with the big boys, right? So that presents a challenge of how are we going to grow. Um, our way of competing with the competition, right, and being competitive in this, uh, that's a challenge in itself. So the biggest challenge I see is, of course, we have to keep ourselves technologically savvy and with the times. But we also have to grow from resources, from our abilities perspective, and we also have to manage that growth very well so that we are aligned to what we can do best while also learning new things along the way and keeping the client's mission uh, in our sights all the time.
Wonderful. I think one of the ways we've done that, at least from my experience, is a relatively new entity here is the Reveal Labs. We focus on them for a lot of innovation to see how it will play out in the area and what role does leadership play in that. So talk to me a little bit about Reveal Labs and how do they play into this challenge and growth opportunities that we're seeing?
So I think Reveal Labs has been our brainchild right from the beginning, where we have always thought of wanting to have a research wing within our organization, because that is where we get the intellectual capital, so to speak, right? The innovation and the creativity. And the best way, I think, from a leadership perspective, is to really stay out of the way of people who are creative, and remove obstacles so that they can think more freely. They can try out new things without the fear of failure, right? Because every once in a while, out of 10 failures, you'll get one success. And that's a solution that we want to take to the market. And maybe that's what makes the difference. Yeah. Right. So that's my role as a leader.
Yeah. Yeah, and the opportunity to fail is something that's overlooked a lot. You want to fail fast, learn from it, and expand on it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Anything from your perspective, Shen, about Reveal Labs?
Absolutely. And I think Reveal Lab is definitely a part of the platforms we've been trying to build for Reveal. And it's where you can leverage a lot of talents within Reveal. For example, myself, there's a lot of statistical questions or anything I don't know. Through the Reveal Lab, I've been able to know other folks who are expert in the areas and to learn that. It might not be helpful for my day-to-day work, but it will help me to understand my clients a little better and see how Reveal can improve or shape our process to help our project deliver better. So it's a place you can leverage, and it's a place you can try different things, and again, you can explore your potentials.
Wonderful.
Just to add to that, if I may, Reveal Labs, especially in this time that we are living in, it gives us an opportunity to try various AI ML-driven solutions internally using our data sets, right? So that we can try these things out and give clients some practical, specific solutions that can potentially help them, right? Without having to use the client's data, and data sensitivity being such an important criteria, right? So that's one of the examples of Reveal Lab.
Great, great. So in the 8-year tenure that both of you have here, you've seen a lot of change, a lot of progress that's going on here. Keeping with that theme for the future, what if we were sitting down a year from now? What do you hope to be the new change, the new shape, or the advancements that reveal in our work, in our impact, and our growth?
So from the year from now, a couple of different aspects, right, of growth. One, we do want to, I would like to see, and I'm sure Shen agrees, we would like to double our size, right? Not just from a perspective of number of members that we have, but also from the revenue aspect of things, right? We want to get as close to the doubling as possible. And with that, we want to expand in some other agencies as well across the federal market space. But from a technology and solutions perspective, we also want to make sure that we expand into certain areas like cybersecurity, like change management, strategy practice, because I think we are at a point where we are a mature organization. We have had exposure to any aspects of organizational change that I think we can offer our perspective, our solutions, our approaches to the client in a very meaningful manner. So that's how I see it.
And Shen, you spoke a lot about the platforms you're trying to build for keeping the company vision and mission for this next generation of revealed talent that comes on board. What are your hopes for the future and like a year from now in terms of that platform and again continued growth and impact?
I think two main things. First is we try to build more tools. It doesn't matter it's a technology tools or a better process we want to implement within Reveal to help people to understand the project or whatever operations and make their work easier. And these are tools we want to achieve within the next 1 or 2 years. Another thing is creating more challenging opportunities, either externally or internally, because challenging opportunities is how we keep people. And you need to keep that curiosity, keep challenging them, and then learn new things every day, and they feel better next day.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Reveal Labs plays a big part of that too, where they can test on other things and new future technologies that are coming in. Um, so that leads us into kind of like more of the culture of Reveal. How would you describe Reveal's culture, and why do you think it's such a differentiator compared to some of the other companies that are out there?
I think it's potential, because that's my experience. I have no ideas. I can do project management. I can do business development before. My whole academic background experience was just accounting, finance. But I came here, I got trust. I was enabled to explore other things. I failed a couple of times, but I pick up things really quickly. And I explore, I find my potential. And I think and I hope people who with us now and who will with us now, they have the same opportunity, they have the same experience.
Right. Avinash, your take?
Yeah, I mean, culture is so important, right? It's not easy to build a culture that's sustainable, that attracts good people and makes them stay with you, right? And that, we have been very, very lucky that we have been able to attract people who are diverse but also like-minded, right? In our, as I said, in our vision, the build an organization with passion, integrity, and excellence, right? So it has taken, hard work to build this culture, but it has come to a point where we enjoy working with each other. We enjoy coming to the office, interacting, thinking of new ways of doing things, challenging ourselves, right? And learning from each other. It's a very open culture. It's a trusting culture. Uh, we have people who are extremely, extremely talented, who are experts in their field. And we have also built a culture of mentorship, right? Which is so, so important for an organization to continue growing, right? Because that's the next generation.
Yes.
So we are mindful of that, and we let people express themselves. And I think hopefully that culture kind of grows and evolves. No culture can be stagnant, I think, and we want to evolve in a company that attracts the best talent that's available out there.
Yeah. And as many times Shen has attested to that he's been given the opportunity to take on new roles and learn and grow to keep that culture alive and well. So with all that said, knowing what you know now about Reveal, its path and how it got here, what advice would you give yourself on the first day at Reveal?
When I joined, the co-founder of the company, Dr. Naveen Kapoor, I mean, one of the things I learned very quickly from him was that Avinash, I don't ever doubt myself. Right. So that's, you can have all the technical skills, you can have the best of the credentials, but the ability to believe in yourself, I think, is one of the key drivers to individual success. And if you translate that into a company, that self belief is very important, right? So my advice, if I were a fresh out of college graduate, or whether I'm in the mid uh, professional life, career, whatever that point may be, I think belief in yourself, in your abilities. I think that's a very crucial thing. And I think I'm hoping that we have fostered that for all the folks who join Reveal, whether they are from just fresh out of college or whether they are 15 years of experience, is that let's have that confidence that we can do. Yes, we may fail sometimes, but we will learn from those failures. We'll continue chipping away at things, at challenges that may seem out of reach, but we will eventually get there. And I think that is the key that I would key advice that I would give anyone who joins me.
Shen, what about you? What would you have told your Shen 8 years ago about Reveal?
I graduated from University of Maryland, so I would say fearless, but I was not fearless at all. I was really quiet, conservative person. I studied accounting. I saw my whole career probably just will be one of the big four, but I landed here and I got opportunities. So say yes to all the opportunity possible and do your best and try to achieve the goal and find something more challenging for yourself, not waiting for opportunity.
Yeah, I just add to that. So with Shen here, he came fresh out of college. I joined Reveal when I was probably in the late afternoon of my professional life, if I may say so, right? So there's a two different perspective that you may have depending on where you are, right? And that's the key. But at the same, having said that, I think a company that allows you to express yourself without fear, right? And a client that gives you the opportunities to express yourself. That I think is a wonderful combination, and we have been very lucky to have had that. So
Yeah, and speaking from my experience too, I'm relatively new to Reveal, and I've definitely felt that way. So you're hired for a reason. Your opinion and voices are welcomed here, and honestly, they have been heard, and a lot of policies have been implemented. So kudos for building up that company value and company culture here for you. Thank you, Avinash. Thank you, Shen, for your time here for the Real Reveal. And thank you for
Thank you,
joining
Sam.
us.
Thank you, Avinash.